Okay, children, good afternoon to all. Now I am Vignesh, your biology teachers. Uh, Now we are taken the topic is structural organization of animal. Dear children, previous day classes we learned something about in plant anatomy and plant physiology. But this section we learn to another one chapter like 13th chapter 13. So you know that chapter 17 the name is structural organization of animals. Okay, this chapter, why this introduced this lesson in 10th standard? Because we know that our organ and organ system, and especially in vertebrate and invertebrates. So, what are the organ system in our body? Look like resemble the animals, and another to how there is a physiological function of each organ to learn for based on medical sciences. So that's why I introduced this lesson, structural and organization of animal. What are the chapter outline? Chapter outline we learn. That's way is called. You know that understand about external and internal morphology. Such way is called external and internal morphology. About the two animals, one is called a leech of Indian cattle, another one is called rabbit. The both of their how there is external morphology and internal morphology seen. Then understand where is organ. There is organ and the organ system. Then we know that a physiological function of organ, how to work on organ and organ system. Then there is a special adaptation of both leech and rabbit, adaptation of cattle, leech like example of Indian cattle leech. Then what are the role? These are all the concept we will learn this. For there is a structural and organization of animal. Now we learn introduction about in this concept introduction. So you know that what is meant by animalia? Animalia, it is one of the kingdom or a taxa. Who was called as a father of animal? So you know that it is zoology, especially in zoology, Aristotle. Okay, Aristotle is called the father of zoology. So generally, animal divided into animalia, the kingdom divided in two groups. One is called invertebrates, another one is called vertebrates. See, these two major broad groups are divided in both animalia. Like for what is meant by invertebrates? They do not have a notochord or backbone. Notochord or backbone. This animal belongs to the category of invertebrates. And which animal having a vertebrates? Such ways having backbone are there. That's why we are standing on erect and also they're walking and like everything because our body is made up of backbone. We are belongs to the way is called vertebrates. So now invertebrates already we learned to previous class such way in 6th standard onwards. But then what are there? Sponges, cylindrators, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Echinodermata and Mollusca. There are one phylum 1 2. So phylum 1 sponges to Echinodermata. There are phylum 8. This onward is called invertebrates because these all the animal including not having a backbone are not a cell. Now the rest of the only one ninth phylum is called Chordata. These having backbone. So these are also including. We are learned to the two separate category of group. For like example of invertebrates animal, leech, Indian cattle leech. So another example of another one animal is called rabbit. And there is a group Chordata. So generally there is two kind of area we learn this lesson. And what are the previous that understanding the external and internal morphology like leech and rabbit, and various organ and organ system are there, and physiological function of organ system, adaptation of how to cattle and rabbit. So these are the area we learn this lesson. But we know what is a chapter is outlined here. Generally in leech, and there is a morphology, external morphology, like example of skin look like how to when we find the leech, the skin look like moisty and loamy in natures. So moisty in natures. And then for example in respiration also given skin there is apt as a respiration unit because it is a cutaneous membrane. Skin we have act as a respiration. Then generally when we find the organism of leech, this organ look like a ring or annual like appearance. So metamerism, all that leech belongs to metamerically segmented. That's mean by what you mean metamerically segmented. The body of structure should be segmented, like look like a compartment of train. Okay, segmented. And they're having another when you find there is a leech, and there is having a sucker. It is a specialized attachment or also their feeding organ. They are having a sucker is called anterior when we seen in upper, and posterior sucker are seen. And that is knee having some kind of example of stomach, and also there is seen stomach. That's now that made up out here is like to crow, largest segment of the leech. So this way we find out that external morphology of organ and such way in Indian cattle leech. And internal means internal morphology. When we cut into leech with the help of fine and observed internal parts, we have act as a digestive system. We learn to digest system. Generally digestive system, it is a specialized digestive system are seen. For example of crop and intestine, stomach there is seen. Another respiration, we have respiration through skin, already told you. Another example of circulatory system, then we have nervous system and reproductive system, etc. There are learned to internal morphology of organ and organ system. Then the same thing like way of rabbit and external morphology. So we learn to example having external body like a head, trunk, and also tail, the regions. find there is a hair and also glaives, nail, but there is way of all the organ in external morphology is fine. The internal morphology, like example of as usual, like to all the Indian rich cattle, for example, digestive system, like example of respiration, respiratory system, then circulatory system, like example of as usual so in leech. These are the area we learned about of structural and organization of animal. If you any doubt ask from me through chat in my WhatsApp number. Okay, thank you children. Again to upload for another part of the video like Indian cattle leech especially in Cyrtomeria granulosa. We'll learn to next video I upload.